Yo, when they played the Seahawks, was you surprised about that score? How that game went? Was you surprised about that?
I was surprised the defense gave up all them points. I didn't know. No, I remember I said on TV it was going to be a close game, but I didn't think the defense was going to give up that many points.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotion about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365, and as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life, baby. And if you're DC for life, won't you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? It's free. It's free to do, and you help the channel when you do so. I got to give a shout out to Angry Cowboys fan DC4Life4 for bringing this segment to my attention. DC4Life4, I truly appreciate what you bring to the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel, and I ask that you continue to bring it for them Dallas Cowboys. In my last video, I highlighted the females of the sports analyst. As an NFL fan, I love Mina Kimes' commentary. I got some kickback involving Kimberly Martin, but when everyone gives a solid take, I'll give them their props. Just because you have a crazy take doesn't mean that you can't hear from the fans and switch it up. Let me make it clear, Cowboy Nation. Just because a person goes against the Cowboys in their analysis doesn't make them a hater. Like Shady McCoy or Joy Taylor. On these shows, it's all about the debates. Whether you have the protagonist going against the antagonist or the antagonist going against the protagonist, you have to have the face and the heel. I get it. It's when you blatantly show disdain for one team, and me being able to see this on live TV, me being able to know who your favorite team is, that puts you in the talking heads category. We blatantly see that Joy Taylor and Shady McCoy are rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. Shady continuously says we when he's talking about the Eagles. Joy is always giving him eye contact to get his approval on her crazy takes. It's not the fact that she's a female, Cowboy Nation. It's the fact I feel she's looking for points from her Eagle-loving co-host. You can't ask these talking heads and get their objective opinions when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. They want to see the Cowboys lose. They don't want the Cowboys to succeed, and that is the issue. And I will call it out every single time. Man, woman, dog, cat, Squidward, I don't care. I'm calling it out. But in this segment of Speak, Acho asked the crew, who's going to win the upcoming matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles? Of course, Shady and Joy go with the Eagles, so we're going to listen to what Shady, Joy, and James has to say about this, and we're going to come back and unpack my raw and uncut. So, Cowboys Nation, bear with me as we endure the thoughts of a couple talking heads. Take it away, Shady.
I gotta say this: football is better when the Cowboys is good and the Eagles is good. Right? There's just something about it. And them Niners, no doubt. Now we need the Steelers to be good, but overall, I mean, it's a great game. And then the best part about it is everything that's at stake right now. Yeah. Right? We talk about playoff seedings, right? Number one seed, the division leaders, like all these type of things. We got to win this game. It's a big game.
It's huge.
We need our stars to play great. We need our Jalen Hurts to play like Jalen Hurts.
Talk about it.
A.J. Brown to be A.J. Brown.
Talk about it.
We need Devontae Smith to be him.
He has no choice.
On defense, Hassan Reddick, I need you, baby.
Gotta show up.
And let me tell you why, the why part. So I told you what we got to do.
You told me to
Let me tell you why.
Come to why.
Can I step in your shoes?
Please do. Please do.
Listen,
please
one thing about football in this game, and I watched that Seahawks game, it's all about matchup, right?
Matchup.
Rob Bland's a hell of a quarterback, but oh my God, they play a lot of man. But we got a guy named A.J. Brown.
Talk about it.
That loves to get busy. One-on-one, I need this to happen. I love DK Metcalf, hell of a player. He ain't A.J. Brown. He is not A.J. Brown. And when we get into the one-on-one matchups, that's what you got to do. You got to take them deep. Jalen Hurts, let that thing go, and let's score. That's what we got to do to beat the Cowboys.
Okay.
One-on-one matchups. And the last thing I got to say about this, we got to run the ball.
Got to run the ball.
If we run the ball with Swift, 10 carries or more, I need like 20 carries.
Yeah.
That's how we going to win, baby.
That's what I heard, Shady.
I think for us to win this game, first of all, when he gets 10 carries or more, we were like undefeated.
Yep.
I pray, Shady, that you bring Slim to the studio when the Eagles lose as well. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to bring Slim if the Eagles lose because I want the world to be focused on your sad, long face Monday morning. Now we're going to take a listen to Joy Taylor and James Jones' take on who's going to win the upcoming matchup. I wish I could air the original segments because I would show you guys that every time a question is presented to Joy, involving the Eagles no less, she looks over in Shady's direction before, during, and after every single one of her takes. She's just looking for approval, I guess. But let's take a listen to what Joy Taylor and James Jones have to say, and then we're going to come and unpack that raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, take a listen.
Dallas Cowboys win this game, and they win this game because they are the hottest football team right now. They are playing better football than the Eagles right now. Do the Eagles got star power? Absolutely. Will I be surprised if the Eagles found a way to win? Absolutely not. But the Cowboys is playing such good football right now on both sides of the football, and the Eagles are not. I will be truly surprised if they find a way to get this one done in Dallas to where you have won 14 in a row. The Dallas Cowboys have an MVP-level quarterback playing right now in Dallas. They are just on fire. They are playing extremely well on both sides of the ball. The Philadelphia Eagles are trying to find their way. They have not been consistent this football season on the football field. I like Dallas in this one, and the reason why is they just an extremely hot football team playing well right now.
You would be surprised if the Eagles won this game?
I would. By the way they've been playing this season and the way the Dallas Cowboys is rolling right now, I'll be surprised.
The Cowboys are one of 5 teams this season without a win over a current playoff team.
I'm with you.
What? Okay. First off, let's talk about Shady. He started off his take pretty good, Cowboys Nation. He's absolutely right. The NFL is at its greatest when the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Niners are good. I couldn't agree more. Then he starts to go downhill as usual. He gives his answer as if he's writing out a resume for the Philadelphia Eagles. He talks about their strengths, but doesn't mention any of their weaknesses. He doesn't talk about how banged up the Eagles are after facing the 49ers. He doesn't talk about the Cowboys having 9 days to prepare for them. I'm going to warn you, Cowboys Nation. If and when the Cowboys win, the narrative's going to be, well, the Cowboys had a mini bye after facing the Seattle Seahawks, and the Eagles were banged up after facing the Niners. Jalen Hurts is banged up. That's what the narrative's going to be, Cowboys Nation. So make sure you pay attention to that. Not anywhere does Shady or Joy mention the stretch of games the Cowboys had to play in just 12 days. They could talk about how Seattle hung 35 on the Dallas Cowboy defense, but will not mention the fact that the Cowboys defense just played 3 games in a 12-day period. The fact that the defense, being a little tired from those stretches of games, will come into this game fresh and ready to go. It's just the fact that Seattle hung 35 up on the defense that they care about. If you don't think DeRon Bland is coming into this game rested and ready to prove that he is that dude, you got another thing coming, Shady. Shady goes on to say DK Metcalf is not A.J. Brown. I beg to differ. Put DK Metcalf on the Cowboys and he will cook Bradbury, Slade, and the entire Eagles secondary. DK Metcalf is an absolute dog, and I hope he kills the Philadelphia Eagles whenever they come up to Seattle. Make Shady eat those words. Then they spoke about Swift running the ball, being the key to success. If the Dallas Cowboys can put a clamp on the running game, we have a great chance in winning this game. Swift got manhandled in the game against the 49ers. Jalen Hurts kept throwing them into danger. The last hit he received, he was pretty slow to get up. Now, I'm not saying that he's not going to play in this game, Cowboy Nation, but Jalen Hurts, keep throwing him into defenders, and he won't be available for you in the playoffs. Shady also said when they run Swift 10 times or more, the Eagles are undefeated. Well, they ran Swift 10 times during the New York Jets game. In that game, Swift had 10 carries for 19 yards, and they went on to lose the game. So, your stat is absolutely inaccurate, sir. Enjoy. Joy, 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 joy. The one thing that I don't have when I listen to your takes is joy. The buts and the whataboutisms in your takes are too much to stomach, Joy. The contradictions are evident for people to see when they watch this show. That's the issue I have with you. Joy brings out this stat. I don't know where she got it from, but it is totally false. She said that the Cowboys are one of 5 teams who don't have a win over a current playoff team. Well, last time that I checked, Joy, the Seattle Seahawks were a playoff team when we beat them. As the playoff bracket stood, the day that we played the Seahawks, they were a playoff team. These Cowboy haters will skew these stats to make the Cowboys look bad. They say the Cowboys didn't have a win against an opponent that was over 500, but had a win against the 1-0 New York Giants. And I believe that's over 500 if my head serves me correctly. Is it splitting hairs? Yes. But they were technically over 500 the time that we beat them. When you say that, the talking heads will say, what about now? I'm talking about now. Well, we didn't play them now. We played them when they were over 500. Just like we played the Seattle Seahawks when they were a playoff team. The Cowboys knocked them out of the playoffs while the Green Bay Packers were able to handle the Chiefs to place them ahead of the Seattle Seahawks in the current standings. According to Bleacher Report, going into Week 13, the Seattle Seahawks were the 6th seed before coming into Dallas and before Green Bay took care of Kansas City. So, Joy, you can't use stats from today in hindsight. That's disingenuous, to say the least. Speak. It's apparent that you have 2 Philadelphia Eagles fans on your crew. They make it super obvious, with Shady bringing an eagle on the set every time the Eagles win, or when Joy makes up stats to fit her narrative to discredit the Dallas Cowboys. That's not true analysis, guys. Shady says the Cowboys fans hate Eagles fans, and the Eagles fans hate Cowboys fans. I'll tell you 100% truth on my end. I could give a damn about the Philadelphia Eagles fans. I could care less. The only reason why I hate on their team is because a lot of their fans are insufferable. Not all of them, because I got dope Philly fans that are friends. But a lot of them are insufferable. They cannot have adult conversations about the game of football. They resort to bully tactics and name calling like a petulant 6-year-old and do not know how to take success. They allow the Dallas Cowboys to stay in their minds rent-free and expect the Cowboys fans to return that same style of immaturity. But when the Cowboys fans don't fall for their BS, they have nothing more to say but laughing emojis. So, Cowboys Nation, don't allow Philadelphia Eagles fans to take your minds off of the prize, because they will try their hardest to do so. Misery loves company, Cowboy Nation. Don't be the ones to accept their invitations to their misery. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. If you enjoyed the content, please give the video a like. I truly appreciate it, and it gets out to more Cowboys fans when you do it. If you want to join the ACF family, all you got to do is press that subscribe button, hit the bell so you can stay up to date with the Dallas Cowboys, and continue to be DC for life. I want to thank each and every one of you for following me as I interrupt your busy schedule on a Saturday to keep you informed with what these talking heads have to say. And as long as they continue to hate our boys, I'll be on them. With that being said, this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, I'm out.